Stables, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bears about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Quickly to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Trojans want to move quickly. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So Missouri State's offense will have its first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Clark to fire. Got his man quickly. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start.
He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield and made the tackle for loss.
Clark wants to throw. Finds his target down the middle. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hands it off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebacker.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bears will call on their punt team. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Missouri State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Creates a little space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
And really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
It's complete on the right side. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Hauls it in. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They feed him again. Fights off a defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Right at this big tight end. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The quick out. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Pulls it in. It's Lane. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he's going to put up Heisman numbers.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. The throw to the outside is complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Sanders. There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have movement. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires complete on the crosser. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Clark to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Clinton. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. It's complete. Oh, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and it gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Clark wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Lemon. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
To the air, it's Mayava. Unloads it left. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bears decide to punt it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Bears! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. He makes the catch. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Jordan. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Touchdown, USC! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner is stopped. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quick release on the RPO. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive lines.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Lane. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Using his legs, it's Jordan. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the air, it's Mayava. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback running on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bears. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
Going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Bear offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They closed the gap on their last drive. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down, and if we add points, we add points.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to...
And the pressure gets there. Then down he goes at the 18. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Going for it all. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the 4th. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Lawrence. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Clark to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Gives it the big stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Okay, 1-possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the grab at the 20. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Trojan! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Clark wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.